Welcome to Get Roaring. I'm Rory. Fancy meeting you here. It's time for some NHL franchise mode. And NHL 26, we're trying to save the Sabres. That's what we're trying to still do. I.e., we're trying to win a Stanley Cup with the Sabres. So, we're in November. We haven't really made it too far, but we're doing okay. We're 7-2-2. I don't know if, I mean, we can see how people are doing so far. Boldy has 5 points in 11 games, 2 goals. Logan Cooley's doing great. 7 goals, 5 assists in 11 games. 3-6 for Lejunin. 2-1 for Ladipov. 2-11 for Carlson. Cutter Gauthier is 3-4. Evans is 3-4. 1-6 for Hanzik. Hirvonen is Hyvanen? It's probably Hyvanen. I've probably been saying it completely wrong this whole time. Hyvanen is 5-3. Fisker Molgard 1-3, 1-2, and 1-1 for Texier. Defense, I don't have the same sort of expectations, but Rasmus Dahlin is being amazing. Owen Powers being okay. Yakimchuk is not putting up points, really. He's a two-way defender, so I don't know. Well, he's with Matthias Havlid, though, so I don't know. Marshall McMuffin has 2 assists, and Celine Wallenius has 1 assist. We got, yeah, Voutilainen is out. That's kind of the problem right now. But he played 9 games, so it's not like he didn't play anything. Here we are, though. Here we are. Sorry. Okay. The question is do we need to do anything? Can we do anything? We do have cap space. What does the A look like? McMuffin's at a 78, Grabenkin's at a 79. So, I don't know. At some point, we have to give Chuck McMuffin a shot here. Oh, boy. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. I don't think... This thing is, I don't think McMuffin is cracking the lineup if we put him up in the NHL. Because I don't think he's getting anywhere above that. Let's check our morale and see if it's changed any. Okay. We have good leadership and good presence. Cutter Gauthier has gone up to a neutral. Why is that? No log items available. That'd be nice. Individual performance is creeped up. Management is great. Teammates is okay. So, I guess we just keep going. We see what happens, what shakes out in the lower lines, you know? Do basically another month and see where we get with the... Well, we get to the Leafs. Let's take a look. The skating is atrocious. A 3rd round pick. I'm okay with trading this. I'm actually not all that broken up about this deal. I'm willing to go for it. Unless we can upgrade the 3rd to like a 2nd? They don't have a 2nd. They have a 2nd next year. Significantly more value, though. I think we just do it. I think I'm okay with that. No. No, it's okay. I do want to back it up here. All right. All right. Let's see what the lines look like now. All right. I'm okay with a little bit of depth there. What I'm supposing will never be of much value, based on what I saw there. All right. We are 15-5-2. The Leafs are 11-5-2. I guess, obviously, we've played 4 more games than them. All of those wins, which is nice. Montreal's still ahead. They've played the same number of games, but they're 16-4-2. So managed to eke out one more win than we have. So Montreal is currently the team to beat, but we always want to see how we do against the Leafs. That's for sure. So let's find out. Murrah finally gets one on Murashov. There was a lot of power plays for Toronto there. Like a lot. Logan Cooley scores. Is it Trevor Radish? It's the other Radish. Now we're just exchanging goals. Cooley scores and Radish scores. Tamura scores. Soderblom scores. Tamura scores. Boldy scores. 5-2. 6-2. Ivanen puts one in as well. 7-2. Latipov scores as well. I don't know what just happened. Domi gets one in on Ellis. Was Ellis in the first? We don't know. I'm assuming Ellis has been in all game. Yes, probably. 7-3 at the end of 2. Wild. I was kind of hoping we put up a 10 spot, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Tamura with a Hattie and an assist. Darlene with 4. And Cooley with 1 and 2. It's point night. That is for sure. Darlene with 4 points, Tamura with 4 points, Cooley with 3, Fisker Molgar with 3, Boldy with 2, Carlson with 2, Hansik with 2, Owen Power with 2, Gauthier with 1, Jakubchuk, Latipov, Gauthier, Hyvanen, and there's like 5 guys who didn't get in on the action here, including Lejunin. I don't know what's up there, bud. You can't get in on a 9-point night. I don't know. Jake Evans is out due to injury. How am I looking here? Let's take a look in the book. It's playable, so he's still in. Okay. Oh, Dustin Wolf is out. Rimpinen is in. Okay, we gotta see how long. We gotta see how long Wolf is out. December 10th. Strained hamstring. I can deal with that. That's fine. It does show us that we may have a need to get a third goaltender, just in case. So let's go up to New Jersey here. Kastelik? Let's take a look. It's 33, 80 overall. Only kill line 2. He's a center. 1.8 though. I don't really want to use up 1.8. So let's keep going. If he had like a good two-way. We ripped off like 7 wins. Starting with that Leaf game. Was it even before that? 8 wins. So 8 wins in a row. Goodness. I will take that every day of the week. And then twice on Tuesday. Firmly in first at the moment. Things can change. Let's take a look how we're doing. Let's give a check to morale. See how everybody's faring right now. Good set of leaders and presence. Goche is still at the bottom, but he's kind of neutral. Alright. Luckily, I'm assuming we have Wolf back. We do not. Is he still injured? He is. Yakimchuk is injured as well. Nadeau just can't get in there. I don't know why. Alright. I mean, we seem to be faring well, so... I don't really want to worry about anything in particular at the moment. Wolf will be back. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but you never know. 9 wins in a row. 9 wins is the win streak. I will take it. Second for a 4th in Trudeau? No, thank you. No, thank you. Max Crozier. 78, 32, 6'3". Yeah, I mean, he's fine. It's good defensive depth. I think I'm okay with that. Let's take him. Worst case, we trade him. Or somebody. Well, we had that blip of a couple losses. And we're back to our winning ways until an OT loss. So we won 9 in a row. Lost 2. Won another 3 in a row. And then lost 1 in OT. So points in a lot of games there. 26-7-3 against the 19-11-3 Maple Leafs. We've lost 2 games since we last faced them. They've lost 6. Well, I guess 5, including the one, you know, that we got. Pretty good. Let's see how we do. Darlene gives us 1. Darlene gives us 2. Darlene gives us 3. There's a Hattie for Darlene on Murashov. Owen Power didn't feel part of it, so he decided to score a goal. Is it Taylor Radish? Anyway. One of those radishes. Alenius gets in on the action, but too little too late. 2 goals for Toronto. 4 goals for us. Rasmus Dahlin with 3. Wolf is back. Back again. 34 stops. And Owen Power with 1 and 1. Rasmus Dahlin might be making a case here to, you know, keep the Norris. Let's take a look at morale again. Cutter Goche is kind of the tenuous one here. His individual performance is in the dumpster. Why? What is he doing? 7 and 15. He wants to be he wants to be on the first line, is what it is. I think. Yeah, it's tough because it's hard to keep things cost controlled and give everybody the ice time they want. Like, it's not like Lejunin is doing overly better, but he's happy. Probably because he's getting first line minutes. What are we looking at on this line anyway? Sniper, playmaker, power forward. Like, exactly what we need. It is the composition. The composition is there. His adaptability is not great. He's also playing on the right wing, and he's a left winger. I mean, it's going to be hard. Going to be hard pressed to find somebody. Like, what does his friends look like? Leo Carlson and Dustin Wolf he has high chemistry with. But Carlson doesn't really care about him. So that's good. What about Wolf? What about anybody, actually? Logan Cooley and Lejunin. Oh, I guess, yeah. Leo Carlson does. Neither of them really fit on this, like, the coach's lines. Leo Carlson is also a first-line player. Logan Cooley is doing amazing. Ladipov is scoring. Leo Carlson is also doing well. I don't know. I don't really want to do anything drastic because, like, we're playing really well. It's not perfect, but we're playing really well. So I think we just keep going. Don't have anything in January that I'm really interested in, so let's go all the way to Vegas here. See what happens. I don't really see this. Unless, I don't know, I'll take a look at these players. 28 years old. 29 years old. Like, I don't understand this deal. Hard pressed to change anything because we're winning a lot. Like a lot. So, like, we've only lost 7 games a lot. So I don't really want to change it. Oh, sorry, 8 games now. I don't really want to change much because I think we're doing okay. Oh, Lane Lambert got fired by Seattle again. Was it Seattle? I think he was with Seattle. Yeah, all we do is win, so hard to really argue. Let's go up to Ottawa here. It feels like not much needs to happen. Jake Quillen, Vakanainen for Ma in a second? I don't think so. Ma is up to a 74. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not really seeing it. I like Jake Quillen and all. Okay. It's the middle of February, the dead of winter. Facing Ottawa. Ottawa is 16, 29, and 7. That is not good. Bemora puts one in on Ratzliff. That's it for the first. Ivanen puts one in on Ratzliff as well. And then Lejunin puts one in. That's good. I guess we can see how everybody's doing. Brady Tkachuk pops one in. He's still playing with Ottawa in 2033. That's amazing. Starting to be an old man now. Ridley Gregg scores. And the world was sad. Marlies had their own version of Ridley Gregg in the form of Landon Sim. I look forward to him being on the Leafs because, man, he's a pest. Finally get some of that jam on the Leafs that we've needed for so long. Evans puts one in an OT to win us the game against Ottawa. Ridley Gregg gets the first star for some reason. Owen Power had 3 assists, though. You know, doesn't get first star. Ivanen puts one in and gets an assist for a 3rd star. And we beat Ottawa in OT. Probably closer than it should have been, but here we are. Alright, trade deadline is here. So let's go up to a week before it and see where we are. The Washington Capitals have fired head coach Jim Montgomery. Interesting. We're a little back and forth in the back half of February. We had an incredibly hot first half of the season. Like volcano hot. Let's see where we stand right now. Matt Boldy, 19 goals, 41 assists in 60 games. Again, kind of good. Logan Cooley, okay. 35 goals, 43 assists in 60 games. Perfect. Lejunin, 16 and 24, 40 points and 59. Would hope for more out of someone on the first line. Ladipov, 17 and 12. Again, seems a little light. Leo Carlson, at least he's got 45 assists, 19 goals, 45 assists. Cutter Gauthier has picked it up. 40 points, but still not what you would hope. Would hope it's higher. And then the lower lines, like... Ivanen's doing great, 22 goals. The fourth line, a couple of them have 10 plus goals, like, you know, not bad. Viskar Molgaard's made it up to the third line somehow. It's amazing. What's our defense doing here? Villeneuve's made his way onto the defense core. That's alright. Alright, let's take a look at the A. Again, McMuffin is just sort of stuck at 78. Like, do we bring him up? But I don't even know if he'd get played. He's a minor scoring forward right now. Still 21. So, you know. This somewhat concerns me. I mean, he won the 2 games he played in Buffalo, but he hasn't been great in the AHL. It's somewhat concerning. I feel like I should go and get another, like a goaltender that could step in if Wolf gets hurt. I mean, I know what I want to do. Ted Greaves is on an expiring contract. Pridham and Havlid. Pridham and Crozier. LePerriere and Pridham. Like, third. I mean, Brozier, I think we just got on waivers. I'm somewhat concerned about cap space, though. Like, it says we have cap space, but do we really? Like this Jet doesn't have a extension, does he? No. So he's earning 5.2. Okay. I don't know if this is happening with the salary retention. So let's see if we can find a comparable. I mean, they have Gildoff here. Or Gidloff. Gidloof? He's been playing for the Cleveland Monsters. I mean, he played for the Columbus Blue Jackets last year. Like, what do they want for him? What is he again? 27? What? No trades? How much is he earning? 8.7! Okay. Hello. Hofer, 2.4. Doable. What? There's always Stuart Skinner. Buddy. Do. Spencer Knight, no trade clause, 8.6 million, buddy. Schmid? What is up? That is affordable. Second round in Maw. Hold on. What if we didn't do Maw? Just goalies. Like, what is, how old is Maw? 21? 74? Fringe starter medium. I mean, probably not going to be anything, really. Kira Schmidt is fine. I don't know about second rounder, though. I do that. Like, do our second rounder? And then, like, I don't think that'll work, but get some back. No. Don't have any seventh? Take a seventh down here. Okay. Don't know if I want to give up a second. Like the Leafs third and our third from 2035. Downgrade them. Quite far off, okay. Okay. Surprisingly, Ellis made it through waivers. Ellis is a 79. I mean, he played fine. He's got 19 wins in 27 games. Kira Schmidt is a little higher, so we'll see. But I couldn't go ahead with not having a goalie that was going to be able to step in there. I think that's all I really want to do. I mean, it kind of would be nice to get, like, do we get, we got Evans. Mr. Molgard is playing here. He's doing okay. Do we, like, upgrade him? That's the only question. Do I try and get, like, a third liner? Do I try and get a third liner that's a little higher quality? Right. And also, what do I do anything about the defense? Villeneuve's fine. Like, Nadeau has played one game. I don't even understand. Like, Chuck's got to get a shot next season, right? Nadeau can play center, though. So can Fisker Molgard. Yeah, just curious if I should see if I can get like a third liner. I think I should go get a defenseman. I don't think Villeneuve's been bad. I don't see a problem there. But I just want some depth. It's just depth, guys. Alright. Let's start somewhere random. Start with Pittsburgh. Alright, definitely eligible for trade. Let's take a look at the older guys. Dylan Sandberg's making $9 million. My goodness. Macklin Celebrini does not have trade protection. That is wild. I'm just curious. Okay, nothing happened, don't worry. Eric Chernak, kind of interesting. Like, perfect, but the money. Like, I'm fine with that, but we gotta make the money work. I wish you could ask them, like, to rejig it, like, you know, now what do you want for it, kind of thing. They don't want picks. Looks like they're in a position to do stuff. I don't think they want a guy like Crozier. Like, I don't think that's gonna move the needle. Okay. I'm okay with that. That's good. I'm good with that. Chernak, I think, is pretty much what we're looking for. Now, I'd love to get just like a third liner. Again, like a veteran type guy. I mean, there's Cowboy. Top 6 forward lines, though. Eli Tolvanen. Not exactly. $9 million too. Goodness. I am interested in Cowan though. Like, just in general. Second rounder? No, it's okay. We'll just keep going. The other thing is, it's got to be affordable. Got to be able to fit it in there. Orlando Fast. Grichuk. Maybe like a little higher up the chain, you know? Just give me a sec. Sorry about that. All right. Forward line 2. Doesn't fit. Maverick Bork would be kind of good. Winterton is on 2. Winterton might work. He's only a center though. I mean, Barbashev would be great. Sam Steele? He really fits. It'd be kind of like getting another Jake Evans though. I want somebody a little better. Brent Howden, maybe. I think Tom Wilson is a little past it. Oh man, Quentin Byfield's making $17 million. Goodness, for an 85? Oh gosh, that is horrible. Not really seeing anybody that's like knocking my socks off here. Chinnikov fits on line 1. LTA literally fits anywhere. He's a left winger though. Be better with a little more flexibility. Read low. Top 6 forward lines. Callum Ritchie. Forward line 3. Will Cooley? Collect all the Coolies. 7.3 million though. I don't think we're fitting that under the cap. Cody Glass? Cody Glass could work. He's a center though. Oglander on 1. Jake Gensel would work well. It says I had... Oh, that's... Philly has 5.5 available. Would that work in any way? With Chernak going the other way? That doesn't make sense. It basically makes sense with Chernak. Which is something I don't want to do because I just got him. But money-wise, I don't think Gensel fits, and he's also 2 years. So, I don't know. Interesting. Like, what is the trade value of this Arvidsson? It's not that high. Okay. Tomorrow and Chernak, Ivanen, Honzik. Oh boy. Age 20, 6'5", power forward. Skating is meh. Lots of goals, lots of assists. Kind of okay to trade something to get something. Okay. Villeneuve. Why did Villeneuve go down? Alright. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Like, you only have so many defensemen, coach. Lisai. Okay. Raben can go back down. Huh? Okay. Okay. Not what I was hoping, but we'll see what happens. Not what I was hoping. We'll give it a week. We'll see what happens. We'll go up to the deadline and go from there. I think that's all the changes I want to do, though. I do want to set them a little lower. There we go. That's fine for now. Let's do conservative buyer. And we'll see how it goes. Willie? Alright. Willie? Is Toronto, like, Toronto's selling off? Toronto is selling off. What happened? I thought they were half decent. I don't think Willie's going to Buffalo. Just letting you know. I don't think anybody's going to Buffalo. Oh, man. Radish is there. Taylor Radish. Forward line 3? I mean, we can see. McMuffin. Ooh. First rounder. No. All the McMuffins. Ooh, I don't think so. Sebastian Aho on the Leafs. Wild. I mean, not horrible. I don't know how good he is, though. He's okay. Matthew still has 4 years left. Goodness. Nye still has 5 at $14 million. Goodness. Everybody wants to trade him out of here for some reason. Seems like it's pretty good. Alright, hold on. Stuff's happening, we're missing it. Pittsburgh got Nick Waugh and Shabanov. Nelson for a second, a third. Poitras for Olsen and Cunningham. Jackets trade a second and a third in exchange for Lorai. Okay. Haig and Braden Point from the Tampa Bay Lightning for M. Connor, a sixth, and Antonio. Wow, Nick Haig and Braden Point. That's pretty good. Natchez is available. Thomas Chabot. $17.4 million. That is insane. Durka, a third and a fifth and a seventh to Detroit in exchange for Jones, Crooks, and Smoskowitz. I see. Moskowitz. The Blues trade Mertka, a fourth, Bonk, and Malin signed to Utah in exchange for Nordquist and Samuels. See, the available list is always... Is Nick Waugh up on the block again? I thought he was traded. Sold, okay. Third. Bunch of picks for Bysted and a fifth. I still can't believe Byfield has 5 years at $17 million left, and they want a top forward prospect for him. 5 years at $17 million. The Sharks trade Misa, a second, and Harris in exchange for K. Miller, a third, and Beecher. Interesting. Charlie McAvoy? 19 million? What? 19 million for McAvoy. A second and a fourth in exchange for Buchinger, I guess. Buchinger? Either. Buchinger? Could be a lot of things. Moser? Moser's kind of interesting. Money's a little high. Kenzie Blackwood at 6.4. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for 4.2. A lot of goalies out there. The Knights trade Ostland and a fourth in exchange for a second. Fantastic. Brandon Carlo's up there with the Florida Panthers. Feels so wrong. Svetch is in there. 32 years old. 7 years at 10.9. Goodness. Like Vegas. Why'd you sign that contract? Brigley and a second, and Laura Kynan and Negrin in exchange for Brady Tkachuk. Utah picked up Brady Tkachuk. What? What? Wow, Montreal and Florida do a deal. There is some serious trades happening. I mean, Yeah, they're not dealing that to us. But 8.3 million for 2 years. Not terrible. Why do we have Akira Schmidt on the board? We just got him. Ehlers is kind of interesting. Forward line 1, though. 2 years left at 37. I don't know how much cap space we actually have. Was it Tampa? Tampa selling. No trades found. Unfortunate. Pavel Zacha? Somewhat interested, but no. Third, Haltunen and Finney in exchange for Boyle and Belfour. Okay. Ottawa is like selling off. Like hardcore selling off. I always find like when I do the kind of sell-off mode thing, I don't get what the computers are asking for. Like, I'll put up a player that's huge and they'll be like, I'll give you a 2 second-round picks for him? It's like, dude, what happened to the first? I don't want to trade a first. I don't want to trade a first either. Caleb Pritchett, 2nd rounder. Who knows what he is? A 2nd and Peters for Hontic. I'm like, oh. Oh. Place is going crazy though. Like Ottawa and Tampa are just going nuts. Like, what do you guys even have left? Mr. Shabbat. 1 year at 17 million. Like, who's plugging that in? Avalanche are doing some business too. Tampa. Jared McCann, a 5th and a 6th. To Washington in exchange for Ellison, a 3rd, and Ripon, I guess? Ripon? Probably Ripon. I don't know how we don't get a chance at Nikolai Ehlers here. Does have 2 years left. Oh, pardon me. Coffee didn't do it. Panthers trade a 3rd and a 3rd and Carlo to Montreal in exchange for a 2nd, a 3rd, and Smirnov. Montreal looks to be loading up a bit, I guess. Vancouver is also selling off. I can't believe some of those contracts. I can't believe Charlie McAvoy and Quentin Byfield. Like, goodness. How do you run a team? Well, maybe you don't. That's why you're selling them. I don't know. Willander is 1 year at 5. He's got an extension for 4. Like, what are you? Tom Willander, 28. Defensive pairing 3. Oh, okay. He's big time defenseman. That's what he is. He's got to be like, yeah, he's got to be top 2. Like, there's no. The contract is stellar. Like, that's amazing. I don't know who you're slotting in for that, but Lejunin. That's and a first. Lejunin and a first. Goodness. Elias Pettersson, no move. Goodness. Stay away from that. Brock Besser. What's up, buddy? 9.1 million for Brock Besser at the age of 36. How you doing? Wenberg? Wenberg again? Again Berg? I don't know. Fraser Minton? How you doing, bud? Bottom 6? It's only an 80 though. What's Vegas doing? A Stahl brother. A Stahl son, probably. Manny Harold? The defender. Cora? Alright, 28. Fourth line. Got like a limited no trade clause. Where does he fit? Fourth line. But he's a second line player. He's not going to be happy on the fourth, gotta tell you. Dumais? May's a second liner. What was that? What was Washington doing? Who's this? First round, first overall, they want to trade him. Why? What is happening? Why is it? Why? 9.4 next year for 5. Ineligible for any kind of protection. Very strange. Okay, a bunch of stuff happened. We missed it all because I was looking around. Looks like the Smirnoff deal is there. We talked about that. So Calgary traded a second and Delmore. Acquired a second in Delmore for a third, a fourth, and Wahlberg. And Carolina acquired Marshall Sims and a third for a bunch of dudes. Okay. I think we're okay. Alright, let's go ahead to Ottawa. Let's see how far we make it this season. So far, very quiet against the Ottawa Senators. So far, nothing against the Ottawa Senators. They got a bunch of shots, though. I don't know. There we go. Cutter Gauthier puts one in. But Batherson gets one right back. Okay, I don't know. Heaven only knows, really. Ladipov gets one back, though. Gives us the lead once more. Ottawa's putting a ton of shots on. Sachin scores 2-2. Greg scores to give Ottawa the lead. That's not good. Where's all our shots? There we go. Power play. Nothing doing. We're starting to get a ton of shots now. We gotta put one of these in. Goalie standing on their head. 31 shots. We went from like 14 to 31 in no time. George Vezina himself as Ratzliff for some reason. Batherson 1-1. Greg is with 1, and Ratzliff played an amazing game with 30 stops. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? All right. (7-2) win over Philly. 7-6 overtime win against the Islanders. I mean, we have 102 points. The Leafs have 83. Like, and we have a what, 12 games left? 12, I think. We're doing work. 92 is the next highest I see. That's the Wild and the Blue Jackets. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at how the team is going. We're not, obviously we can't do anything anymore. So we'll see how everybody's panning out here. O'Shea doesn't crack the lineup, unfortunately. That's okay. Good depth there. Let's take a look at our defense. Yeah, Chernak's playing in with McMuffin. I'm happy with that. That's good. Get that veteran presence on the back there. How's Akira Schmidt's coming over? 1 game, 1 win. 8-9-3. Nothing spectacular. It's fine. Wolf has been Wolf. Okay. How's it looking from the stat perspective? Cooley's up to a 95. Goodness. 20 goals, 47 assists, so 67 points in 67 games for Boldy. It's good. 39 and 45 in 67 for Logan Cooley. Fantastic. Lejunin 20 and 27 in 66 at the age of 23. Ladipov 23 and 15 at 60. Leo Carlson 24 goals, 51 assists, 75 points in 67. Perfect. Goche 18 and 28 and 65. Yeah, I was hoping for closer to a point a game. Hanzik is doing okay. Hyvanen doing fine. 40 points in 67. And the fourth line, hey, you know, this is beautiful right here. Rasmus Dahlin, gosh, he's good. 23 goals, 62 assists in 66 games. Owen Power has 61 assists and 10 goals. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yakimchuk, 3 and 14. Voutilainen, 3 and 6. Marshall McMuffin, 7 goals, 15 assists, plays 15 minutes a night, plus 24 and 67. Like, good stuff. Good stuff. Looking good. How about the A? What's the A look like? Did we ever find out what Nadeau is? More of a Nadeau. Okay. He's played 6 games in Rochester. 4 points. Like, it's okay. Ty Delandria's move up to the first line here. It's okay. It's okay. McMuffin, 16 goals, 19 assists, and 55 as a 21-year-old. Again, hoping for a little more. He seems to not be able to break that 78 ceiling. Rabenkin's down here. Don't even know. Anyway. Alright. Whatever I just did, that's not what I want to do. Switch? Okay. Montreal. You know what? Yeah, let's do Montreal, and Toronto, and then we'll call her a day. Then next week we'll finish up the season and get into the playoffs. Lejunin scores on Montembeault. McMuffin scores on Montembeault. course, now it's Dobish, but reality changes things. Connor Zary puts one in on Dustin Wolf. Out of coffee. It's unfortunate. Hanzik puts one in on Montembeault. Owen Power also puts one in on Montembeault. Alright, let's keep going. McMuffin with a short-handed goal, but Cole Caulfield gets a power play goal. Probably on the same power play. Yakimchuk gets one back. That was 6-2. 7-2 for Cutter Gauthier. Power play for Montreal. Nothing doing. 7-2 win over the Montreal Canadiens. Marshall McMuffin with 2 goals. Hanzik with 1 and 1. Yakimchuk with 1 and 1. That's good stuff. Defense doing offense. Well then. Montreal is 38, 23, and 7. So, like, they're third in the division. Tied with the Leafs. So not that we need to, but never against defeating Montreal. That's always a special place in my heart. We have like 3 games against them in 2 weeks. That is weird. Although it's kind of cool at the end of the season to have it against, you know, divisional rivals, and it's going to settle playoff stuff and things like that. Slav gets one in, 1-0 for Montreal. Hanzik gets a shorthanded goal. All right. 1-1 after 1. Power play for Montreal. Whole lot of nothing. Themes. All right. Third period. Hyvinen puts one in. Power play goal to make it 2-2. Yakimchuk gets another. Yakimchuk has started to come alive, at least in the games we've been simming. Cole Caulfield 2 assists. Wolf 35 stops. Sort of with 1. And we pulled out the victory. Nice. Again, 2 games against Montreal. Take the 4 points. We have 1 more coming up down here. We'll do the Leafs. Leafs are 41-25-3. They're just ahead of the Canadiens. The Jackets of the Flyers are up there as well. Canucks are up there. Interesting. Let's sim against the Leafs, and I think we'll call it a day after that. The Marlies, of course, just won the Calder Cup last night. Fantastic. It was a wonderful moment. See them win their second championship in 8 years. They thoroughly deserved it. They were excellent through the entire playoffs. Just kept getting better like a championship team does. Congratulations to those guys. Fantastic. Austin Matthews puts in a power play goal. Lots of power plays, goodness. Another power play goal for Austin Matthews. Nothing doing for us in the second. We're putting the shots on. Here we go. Power play. 5-on-3. There we go. Yakimchuk gets one. Good stuff. Ties it up. Stops the Austin Matthews show. At least for the time being. Can we push it to OT? 39-40 shots on. Goodness. Goodness. OT? Alright. Shootout? Goche. Hellenius. Ivanen. 3-2 victory for us over the Leafos. Bloomquist with 39 stops. Okay. Wolf had 27. Matthews gets the second star with his 2 goals. Comeback win in the shootout for us over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Good stuff. 51 wins on the season. Pretty good. Pretty good. 108 points. Our chemistry is meh. Let's take a look at our morale just for a second here. Lots of leadership, lots of presence, good stuff. Nobody's pissed off. Cutter Gauthier is still kind of at the bottom-ish here. It's still individual performance. I don't know. We may need to figure out something with him. Maybe we see if he's okay with like playing on the other side, or I don't know, something like that. All right. I think that's it for today. Thank you for spending your time with me, whether you do now or later. I appreciate it always. Have yourself a good one. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now, folks.